let's bring our next guest. His name is AGK. AGK is president of TIE, and he's doing phenomenal work. I requested him to come and help us. He was the president of Pratham Silicon Valley too. Let's hear from him how he and the organization he support helping. AGK.
Yeah, Sanjiv, thank you very much. This is a great thing that you're doing, bringing everybody together. Uniting is the best thing that we all can do at this point in time. You pointed out two things, right? You talked about my role at Pratham and now at TIE. I'll generally say, because it's all NGOs and the people listening on your show should understand that we are talking about two and three things, right, when it comes to NGO. The first thing is you need to increase awareness, right, what you're doing now, and every NGO should do that, right, because it's important for them to know, increasing awareness. Their community, their constituents should know what is the intervention, how, the why, the how, and the what has to be explained very, very clearly, right? That's awareness piece. The second one is engagement. So like you pointed out, you have 250 volunteers. Similarly, every organization has got a core, right? Engage them very, very well, right from your board of directors all the way.
So let's talk about it, AGK, for a sec. When you talk about bringing these people together and volunteer, I'm able to do it in less than 10 days. All this thing we have done in 10 days. And I'm so grateful. They all call me their leader, but I consider myself just a volunteer. Yep. Because they are the wind beneath my wings. I'm getting a lot of credit. I'm getting a lot of support from everyone, but they are the reason we are all here together. And they are the one making the difference in India. Yep. So question I have for you is, there are so many NGOs doing phenomenal work. What is the challenge? Why aren't we uniting together and taking this cause as a cause of everyone?
I mean, see, each NGO has its own mission, right? So bringing all of them together, platforms like this, and Rajiv talked about the Give India, and which is the platform the entire Thai community is rallying behind, also for the I Breathe for India campaign, right? So end of the day, so let me finish the three things for a moment, right? Awareness, engagement, and the third one is fundraising. And so what you're trying to do exactly is to bring that three components together, right? And ultimately, when these three things happen, right, people start giving three things: time, money, or time and money. Okay. And if NGOs can make that happen, then it doesn't matter which cause it is, right? Because then you get off your laurel and start supporting that. So I think it's events like this where we bring together, like in the case of TIE, we've got 61 chapters, right? All of the TIE community is rallying together and spreading the same message, with our own structures, right? So the way I look at it is, one problem is on the ground, and one problem is the people at you talked about various countries, right, as NRIs. So what we should do is we should do our part of providing that awareness, raising the money, and provide the time to do either one of those. That's what we can do sitting here. But on the ground, people should do what they are good at, because they are seeing the reality every day. But connecting it and communicating, and messaging very, very well. Pratham does a very good job of it, right? We get updates from Rukmini pretty much every, at cadence, right? Not only from her, maybe at once in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Then the people working on the ground will keep sending messages. So engaging the donors to say that, hey, this is what is happening, is very, very important. So each nonprofits do that, and then they try to help each other out in terms of their mechanism to communicate and all that stuff, is what I would say, is a great way to do. If NGOs can, work together in messaging, that's very, very important, right? Instead of saying that I do it this way, you do it that way, let's all try to unite together and give the message. That's more important.
Thank you. AGK, I completely agree with you. That's the reason, most of the people on this call know me personally. I am not affiliated with any organization. I'm here for people. I just want to help people. We have a lot of people. CDC is changing mandate, and I'm not sure if it is a good idea, if taking mask away is a good idea. I'm still baffled with the studies out there. Based on my study, based on the people I'm talking to, they don't think it's a good idea to stop wearing masks in public places. Yes, complex requirement we used to have earlier, which were not making sense, still is the challenge. But can we together join hands and solve this problem, or at least mitigate this problem? It's going to take a while for us to be out of it. That's very clear based on my understanding. AGK, do you agree to that?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think, again, let's all do our part, right? The way I look at it is that it's like time, money, or time and money. If you don't do any three of those, then you're not doing anything, right? So, I want every one of us listening in the show should do our part. Doesn't matter which NGO, which religion, which cause, it doesn't matter, right? You need to help the people in need. This is the time to do your part, and let's all join hands together.
Thank you. Thank you, AGK.